Hello, Miss Diane. Okay. Ooh, 10 minutes out. That's all right. Hello, Ocean. How you going? Welcome in. We just getting cranked up. Oh, have you had a pretty good week so far, Ocean? Oh, I'm doing great. That was a quick trip, Diane. Well, I figure as long as I'm still walking around, I've had a pretty good day. Where you from, Ocean? All right, appreciate it, Diane. You know more about that than I do. I just run my mouth. Y'all take care of the rest of it. Hello, Hawkins. Dang, she ain't even got in the door and putting her to bed already. Everything going all right, gal? Washington, okay. And we got a lot of people up here from the Pacific Northwest. Hello, G Devil. How you doing, darling? You already crashed out, huh? Stretch out and be comfortable. Oh, we had some decent weather here for a change. In the 70s tonight, 78. Cooler than it's been at night in a while. You're not going to get me in trouble, are you? Talking to you while you're in bed with your husband there. I'll be right back. Take a second. Kenny, I appreciate it, bud. Bernardo, hello, how you doing? Had to fix me something cold to drink. Mr. Kenny, how you doing tonight? Oh, okay. From the Philippines, all right. Ocean, are you anywhere close to the fire? Or they got them out of control now? Oh, find a frog hair split 4 ways. Then split it again. You got people from all over in here tonight. You want me to drop a link, Kenny, or it's gonna be a while? Oh, what a bad deal up there. Have they contained them at all? Why don't you answer that right quick? Well, I didn't want to take you away from your girlfriend. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm really surprised we didn't have some of that kind of trouble in Texas this year. Boy, it was hot, dry, and the people that did get rain got a flood. And I hope it does give them a little relief. And look at the weather. I don't know what we got. I know it's just supposed to be a little cooler. That's the way we were up until about 2 weeks ago. Ocean. I mean, it was bad. It's amazing though. We got about 2 inches of rain, and I forgot all about Kenny being down there.
Hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I went down there.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
Hey, Ocean 2, Ocean Travel, Hawkins, Diane, and Janice. And I believe and She Devil is in here. Hey, She Devil.
Hey, Janet, how you doing, girl? The Australia Flash. Yeah, Philippines got hit pretty bad in the last few years, a couple times. You getting the rain and we ain't getting none. Rain. Let me clarify that.
Good night, Hawkins family.
Now, you have a good one, girl. What you been up to today, Kenny?
Not much. Dad had to go to the eye doctor yesterday.
Oh, okay.
He had to go at the VA, and they still said it is. They still said his vision is still 20/30, but the reason he still got that detached retina in that one eyeball, and they can't do nothing for it. They've went as far as they can with that, and he just has to live with that detached retina.
Big D. Hell, that's about 100 miles from me, Ocean. I live in Waco.
So they're gonna get him some new glasses here. Uh, they're gonna give him the same prescription that he had or that he's got now. He should he should get them within about 10 days, maybe 2 weeks or more, maybe a little over 10 days or more, maybe something like that.
What were you upset about, Diane? Or was Janice upset? Y'all got me confused. Y'all were talking about watching a program. Okay. I got it figured out now. Duh, I'm a little slow today. Heading on again tonight. She act like she feeling better.
And then Thursday, I went and paid my mechanic. It did that mechanic work for me.
Well, you out of debt now. You can go in the front door, huh?
And he went and paid him off. Uh, I got the receipt on what all he did. He changed the coolant housing and the gasket on the on, on the coolant. He called it the coolant housing. What do you call it? Thermostat housing.
Yeah.
That and the gasket's what he changed on it, and the harmonic balancer. That's what he did on the. That's what he did. Besides that other that I had him do, besides changing the timing chain cover, the gaskets, the seals, front seal, rear main seal, and the uh, and putting those mechanical gauges on it, the oil pressure gauge and the temperature gauge. Yeah, that's what all he did on it.
Yeah. He did a lot of work to
Yeah.
it. Boy, that deal down in New Valley, they got rid of some cops down there for not tending the business.
It runs better now. I mean,
I imagine.
yeah, and I like the idea of being able to tell how much oil pressure that thing's actually got, and it does get about 50 pounds of pressure when you give it acceleration, and then at an idle it goes down to about 25, which that's what it's supposed to be when just sitting there idling.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a good friend of mine. She went through police academy a couple of years ago with a friend of my daughter, and she's been on the street being a cop. And I got a phone call from her the other day. Said I used you for a reference. And she's trying to go to work as security on one of these schools. They're putting security around these schools now. They should have done that a long time ago.
Hello, Fairy Dust.
They spent $1 million on a damn scoreboard for a football team. By God, they ought to be able to put some security around these schools. Hello, Fairy Dust. What you been up to, Fairy Dust? Well, I was watching Mo Bang's video today. You look like you rolling down the road. He covers some territory when he gets on the road, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He puts some miles on it.
I had to go back and watch it. Did he do a premiere or was it just a video?
I don't remember, Kenny.
No.
Yeah, that's right, Diane. That needs to be one of the hardest targets out there. Hey, Roy and Becky, how y'all doing?
Hey, Roy and Becky. Great live earlier tonight. I had to go back and watch. I tried to watch your live stream from this afternoon at 1 o'clock my time, but the thing of it is that I was at the VA and the internet there, it wouldn't let me get on nothing hardly.
They don't. You don't ever get on good around that VA hospital. I think they keep it.
I even tried to run it off my mobile hotspot, and I couldn't even get it to work either.
They kill it. They kill the internet around that VA.
Well, I finally about 2 o'clock, I finally was able to participate in some in the raid parade there at the VA, and that was in the hospital. That was in the waiting area at the eye, where the eye clinic is. And but yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I got to looking at that. My ice box in this travel trailer is not cooling just right, and I got to looking. I had so much ice in that deep freeze it wasn't even funny. So I spent the afternoon cleaning the ice box out. Man, it's funny how that ice gets stacked up in there and make it quit cooling. But anyway, it'd be good for a while. Gotta have it for my ice cream. How many days left, Kenny?
I think I want to say 28, I believe.
You're getting there, ain't you?
I believe 28. I want to say I have to look on. I have to look on shipmates and find out.
You want to try to come up, Roy?
Yep, I was right. 28 days.
Damn. You just hell on wheels, aren't
I had it. I hit it right on the head.
you? Head of what?
On that number.
Now, Kenny, don't be thinking them ugly talks like that. Nobody hadn't said nothing out of line. You were giggling. Hell. What kind of shirt you got on?
It's actually a I'm not sure if it's color.
What is it, short sleeve or long sleeve or what?
It's short sleeve, but
Oh, you can still show your guns off with that on him.
yeah.
Grandkids get into that kind of stuff, it's gone. Yeah. I found out one thing today. I cranked that cabo camper up and put a bunch of that food in that refrigerator on it. But that refrigerator in that cabo will not hold a half gallon of ice cream. I'm going to start buying the quart ones when I take off in it. God almighty, I tell you what, my pocketbook's fixing to take a lick. They've got a new lift system for these cab over campers.
Yeah.
Stable lift, and it's a real neat setup. You can put that camper on in 2 or 3 minutes, take it off 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Real stable. That damn lift system costs $4,700.
Wow.
Yeah.
That woke Dad up, he said.
Do what?
That woke Dad up.
They work though.
That woke Dad up when you said that.
Yeah. Woke me up too when I called them up there and thinking about ordering one. Man, that ought to come with hot and cold running maids at that price.
Yeah, I agree. I agree there, Rod.
And they didn't stutter a bit about it either. It's funny how things went up. About 10 years ago, they were $2,500. They've doubled in price.
Oh, I know. I went and just bought just a few little groceries today. I mean, I didn't buy but one salad, a 7-layer salad, okay? A 7-layer salad, a thing of a pound of pepper jack cheese, and a pound of liver cheese.
Liver cheese?
Yeah, liver loaf, they call it.
Oh,
some people call it liver loaf, some people call it liver cheese. It just banks on.
Hey, damn, look at the head on that, man. I'll say a better head on that than on nickel beer.
I ain't shaved his head.
How's he going, Roy?
Oh, not too bad.
Somehow it just skips up.
Boy, that picture's clear, buddy.
I don't. That's hard to believe. I'm on the laptop.
And one loaf of bread.
Yeah, the laptop, not the regular camera that we use, but the laptop camera.
Well, that's good and clear.
Huh. I gotta do something with the lighting, though.
These ladies see how good looking you are. See now.
It cost me $40 today.
Already?
Yeah.
Damn, that was fast. But I was fighting with Instagram.
Becky's over there.
Yeah.
Somewhere. There she is.
I'm in the dark. He don't like me anymore.
He got you sitting in a corner, Becky.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Smacked him upside the head again.
When?
Not too long ago.
Did you use that skillet with that imprint on the bottom of it?
No, he wants one of those until he sees the sticker price on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them things ain't cheap.
Has that storm started out there, Roy?
Do what?
That storm. Dad's want me to ask you if that storm has started out there.
But yeah.
No, weather's actually really good here.
Are you gonna have a tornado out there or something?
No, I hope not. They've had one here years ago, but they're very weak out here. Let me check the weather.
He's watching some news earlier and they were expecting a tornado out there or something.
Oh, it's possible with these monsoons. You never know. But monsoon seasons should be over this week, ending this week sometime.
I'm supposed to. You think it can read?
Yeah.
The weather has been nice here for the last week. Usually when we start cooling off, that's when we get the bad storms. And in the springtime when it starts getting hot, that you get that big temperature change, and that's when we usually get them. But it hasn't been too bad this year. Damn, Paul. He's feeling froggy tonight, I believe.
But yeah, that little bit of stuff that I bought today, $40 today. Or yesterday, I mean.
I went to the store this afternoon at $91. Didn't buy all that much.
Yeah.
Becky spent a whole $7 a day and got a jar of strawberry preservatives and a couple drink mixes and some marinating sauce.
We got one of these Dollar General stores here, and I got to going in there. They've got stuff that's in it's smaller. It's not as big as what's in the grocery store, but that works in that trailer, And the price,
yeah, we do a lot of shopping at Dollar General when we can, just for that reason.
The price is pretty good on most of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Janice, I'll tell you a good one on that. I got a buddy of mine that's a truck driver. So, hello, Lee. He took his truck in to get serviced, and they carried him to the house. Wasn't nobody there. So he went in the house and was messing around, and all of a sudden he heard the glass break on the back door. And he went easing in the kitchen and said he couldn't find nothing. He said, I couldn't find a baseball bat or nothing. And finally, he picked up a BB gun that his son had, one of these little old single shot that looked like a 45. And when that guy come through that back door, he stuck that pistol in his face and pulled the trigger on it. Well, Them little guns didn't shoot hard enough to break his skin. But that BB hit that guy right between the eyes, and he passed out. He just fell out down.
Had it coming.
He thought he was dead. I forgot all about that. I tell you what, you better watch Becky. You know, she might be like that buddy of mine. I had a friend that he's a big old guy. He's about 6'5", weighs probably 275, 280. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in your life. Except when he gets to drinking. And he drinks that damn fighting whiskey.
Oh, jeez.
And he took, and his wife is about 5'1", weighs about 110 pounds. A little bitty quiet gal. Well, he come in got to drinking one night, come in about 2 o'clock in the morning, got her up, wanting something to eat, wanting her to fix him something to eat. And of course, she wasn't real happy. They got into it. And like I say, he never did anything like this unless he was drinking. But he whipped her butt. And after they got that all straightened out, well, she got back over there and was frying eggs or scrambling eggs in a cast iron skillet. He was sitting at the table. He turned his back to her, and she laid the cast iron skillet up against the side of his head, burn all the hair off the side of his head. Well, when he come to, he called on her again. And finally everything settled down, and they started going to bed, and he got in bed and went to sleep. And you remember these old marble lamps they had that had the square base on the bottom of them, and the marble just end table lamps, you know.
Yeah.
She
Heavy too, real heavy.
Yeah. She picked one of them damn things up off the end table and bounced it off his head, and he woke up the next time in the hospital.
What are you doing, Lou?
And now I don't give a damn how much that old boy drinks. He don't lay a hand on that little old gal. She said, sometime, by God, she made a pretty good old boy out of him.
We have no lamps in here, so.
No, but I can find something.
But what tickled me was that spot on the side of his head. Got all the hair burned off from his skillet.
My mom did that to my dad one time with the skillet, and he had it coming. And it was cast iron.
Remember that couple when we lived in that trailer park? We can't mention no names.
Yeah, we can't mention their names.
Wait a minute, they're not even on this one. We probably could. But yeah, they chased each other around the trailer park with a skillet. It was just like that couple on Hee Haw with the rollers and the missing teeth.
Too, honey.
Yeah, they both moved on, passed on. But yeah, they used to chase each other around the trailer park with a skillet, a rolling pin, whatever they could find.
Rode in their little Ford Ranger beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
She had rollers in her hair with no teeth in.
Right, good girl, good girl.
If I got to double my fist up and fight with a woman, I ain't gonna be there. You know. Lord help.
Yeah,
right,
those two. They were comical because it wasn't us being involved, but hey. But yeah.
I would have been a YouTuber back then.
Oh yeah. Trying to see. Oh, my cousin was talking to me.
Roy, I'll tell you another time I saw a cast iron skillet get to swung after an old boy. We were out there in West Texas. I was helping a friend of mine redo his house and had the commode pulled up, and there were a bunch of people there helping him. So they had pallets on the floor and everything for the kids to sleep, Well, my buddy got up about 3 o'clock in the morning, 4, something like that, had to go outside and pee. Well, when he come back in there, said he thought it was a belt laying right beside one of them mattresses that kid was asleep on. and said all of a sudden it moved and there was a rattlesnake. They, they thought it'd come up through the floor where it was. So anyway, he hollered and got everybody up, and they killed that rattlesnake. Well, he cut the rattles off that snake. And if you'd have to know this old boy. And his wife, everybody went ahead and got up. So his wife was scrambling eggs at the stove and just had a gown on, you know, a little short-tailed gown. And that crazy fool picked the fork up and went to rattling them rattlers off that rattlesnake and stuck that fork on the back of her calf. And of course, it rained eggs for 30 minutes. She thought that rattlesnake done got her, you know. And then she figured out what happened. And you ain't never seen a woman in a damn house coat run as fast as she was. And she was swinging that skillet. If she had ever hit him, she'd have killed him. It wouldn't have knocked him out. She'd have killed him.
Our daughter kind of went through the same thing last night. But it was a garter snake.
Yeah, but she still wouldn't touch it.
Yeah, she was cooking. She left the basement window open in the house. She lives in the basement.
Yeah.
And our other daughter has the house. But our youngest daughter is living in the basement there.
She has a little kitchen set up.
Yeah, she's got a kitchen in there and everything. She left the window open. She's cooking, and here comes a snake down through the window.
No. She opened up that kitchen, our outdoor kitchenette thing.
Yeah.
Flipped
it had gotten into the kitchenette?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She turned on her little stove, and that snake came out, and Autumn said she could hear Tiana. What the heck? And then she upstairs. Where's Cody?
Screamed.
Yeah.
Somebody here had a damn snake come up in a commode.
That'd been it. The house would have been lit on fire.
Well, we really ain't got to worry about that here. Hopefully.
Oh no, if you leave the cap off, can they climb up through there and wait for you to open? I'm going to tell you right now that I will burn this camper right down to the ground.
You didn't hear that, honey.
There will be no more snakes.
Hey, there's Amy.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, Amy.
I didn't work on my cross stitch at all today. You gonna fire me?
All right, William. Well, you take it easy. Hello, Amy. How you doing, girl?
Are they talking to? Yeah, they are talking to prices. What? $109 for a carton of cigarettes?
That's ridiculous. I'm glad you quit smoking.
I think about $70 a carton.
Wow. There's more.
I don't know if I quit smoking. I don't think anybody would stay around me.
Watching this video, it's a Canadian officer in a standoff with the turkey. The turkey went after the police car. Things can get mean.
I'll tell you what. They had pro football last night.
I seen something about football on one of the guides, but I ain't watched football in a while. But I was on something. I seen Thursday Night Football or something. Might have been on CBS Sports or something.
Yeah, well, I'm not a football fan much anymore.
I ain't a big one anymore. I just watched the NASCAR race today. I watched last week.
Okay.
That Starlink, we've been able to stream onto the TV and do things on the laptop. It's been kind of nice. So I'm kind of getting caught up on things.
Yeah, if I had to quit smoking and quit drinking coffee, there would nobody be safe.
When my mom quit cold turkey smoking, nobody went around the house for almost a week. Remember? My dad says, thanks for leaving me in the front.
What you doing, Lou? What you doing, Lou?
Well, Rocky's on one I could give hell here.
I didn't hear you. You sounded all gargly for a minute there.
Do what?
You sounded gargly. I didn't make out what you said.
Oh, I said the only thing good about it, if I quit smoking, Rocky'd be the only one that had to put up with it. And nobody else appeared to have put up with it. I'd probably
Well, it
argue.
wasn't too bad when I quit the last time. I can be though. I mean, when I tried to
I
quit.
butt walked to the next gas station, bought him a pack of cigarettes and a lighter. Told him if he didn't smoke them, they were getting shoved up his butt. Remember that? He was unbearable.
Talk about peer pressure.
Yeah, I couldn't handle him no more. Light went up or something here, man. You're driving me crazy. All right.
Well, you know what?
Pull my SD card off.
What's bad about me? I don't want to quit.
Really, you had your stuff.
Lillian says hello, Becky.
Who?
Lillian.
Hey, Lillian.
But you know, you got to want to quit before you can quit.
Yeah, I can still have one now and not even have the desire to have another one.
My wife quit. Of course, she had lung problems, and she told me, said, sometimes I can't stand the smell of them. So it drives me crazy smelling one of them. And said then the next day I could smoke 1 2 foot long.
You're gonna have to move
Weird.
forward. I gotta get the chili put up.
I used to be a heavy smoker, and then I went to a light smoker, and then I went to a heavy smoker, and then I
Now
went to a
you're,
light
now you're just
smoker.
a double drinker of water bottles. Here.
Yeah, no, this one's yours.
No, but I don't want it. And, all right, I'm moving wires real quick.
But I
Are
keep them. I try to keep them in the mindset of a cigar. I mean, they was more or less meant to be a social thing, and then the tobacco companies put all that. She's moving out, be cool. So there.
Well, I had to put my chili up.
Then they put all them addicting chemicals and stuff in them.
Really,
You know, that's the way my wife quit. She just got where she quit inhaling.
Yeah.
She'd smoke one and smoke it like a cigar, you know. Oh, Lord. If Diane and Janice could talk on the telephone, there ain't no telling what in the hell would happen.
But that's something I never had no desire to even do is smoke.
I think I was 12 years when I first smoked my first cigarette, and I smoked a pack, I think, that next day. It just ain't never did bother me, you know.
Bye, William.
Have a good one, will you?
I started when I was 9.
Are you on
Right
Roy?
Uh-huh.
Damn, that's a good picture.
But yeah, I started when I was 9, right out of the ashtray.
Yeah.
Here again, I'm one of those that I can't stand. I can't even stand the smell of cigarette smoke because it cuts my it literally cuts my breathing off. If I get around it and I smell it, it cuts me off.
Well, you know that's something that's funny. If I know kicked you off Facebook, what are you talking about? Only time I kicked anybody off Facebook was when that they hacked that thing and I took everybody off, put them back on.
Well, I'm still not friends with you on Facebook, Rug.
You do what?
I'm still not friends with you on Facebook.
I had to go back at it.
It's not showing up, but I'm friends with you on Facebook.
I'll have to go back and look. Maybe I just added some people back. I don't know. Because I took all the friends off because I was having much trouble with it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You already had one.
Wait for you to drop that chili. You got that?
I already put it in there.
You,
You didn't
you,
get no baked chili either. Get your foot off.
you talk about that bothering you, Kenny. If I'm around somebody that I know it bothers, or if I'm at somebody's house or someplace where you can't smoke, it don't bother me a bit. I can go a whole day and smoke cigarettes.
That's
You
how
go
I
a whole
was.
day and not smoke a cigarette?
Yeah, it don't bother me a bit. If I know if there's a reason I can't smoke,
Yeah.
I always used to go off away from people too, just in case.
Okay. I have to go back and look at it. I got getting some crazy damn people on that messenger for a while.
Oh, I've got some crazy stuff myself on Messenger as well.
Hi, Moose.
See, I'm not even going to do it.
There it is.
I'm gonna tell you, that Golden Girl TV program was a cute program. I enjoyed that. You ever watch that, Kenny?
I don't know if I ever watched that or not.
Golden Girl?
I've heard of it, but I don't know if I've ever watched any of it.
Well, it was funny as hell. A lot of it was. What cracked me up that the old grandma was the youngest one on that whole set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't she the first? No. The other one was the first one to pass away. The dark-haired, taller one. I can't remember her name.
Sorry about that, guys.
Maud. Played on Maud, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I thought all of them had passed away.
Yeah, they're all gone now.
I know Betty.
Betty beat them all.
Betty White.
Yep, she beat them all.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, Kenny's just a baby. He gonna grow up in 28 days, though.
Well, you know, I turned 28 here September the 27th, which is just a little less than 2 weeks away.
That ain't the kind of growing up I'm talking about, Kenny. Damn, Kenny gonna look like his damn ears got sunburn over there all the damn time.
Casper.
Would you kill me, Roy?
She's abusing. Ow. Abuse.
If you pick that skillet up, you better run.
I got one right on the stove. All nice and clean and ready. Casper, you have to get down, dude. It don't work that way.
That beard makes a pretty good handle, doesn't it?
Yep.
That's got to come off.
Yeah. Now, I think the funniest is, I think our granddaughter, the youngest one, Lydia, when she was a baby, he didn't have a shirt and she got a hold of his chest hair, remember? And just pulled and wrapped. I thought Roy was going to cry.
Hey, check the battery while you're over there.
Look, I'm not over there yet. I'm fighting with the dog. You needed something to tell you what they are. I'm tired of going back and forth. Yeah, but our youngest granddaughter, man, she got a hold of that chest hair and just pulled. She got your mustache, too.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody sent me a link to Betty White bloopers on that a couple of them shows she was on. That woman was funny as hell now. Off screen when she'd get pretty wild.
I think she was probably my favorite female actor.
I like her because she's brutally honest.
Yeah. And her and Fish in that Super Bowl, was it Snickers commercial?
Yeah.
He passed away too.
Yeah.
Backs it off. Be brave. Yeah, she was a huge advocate for animals. I love Betty White.
But she was cool.
Right. Hold on, Jack, because you're going to try to take my spot and we're going to be fighting.
She was just married one time, wasn't she?
One or two times.
2 times.
I don't remember.
Twice.
I want to say once, but I can't remember. Let's see.
You Google it.
How many times is Betty White married? 3 times.
Okay. I think she's outlived them all.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Well, yeah.
Blackwood.
Alan Ludden, that was till he won. Lane Allen and Dick Barker.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought she was only married once.
Oh boy.
All right, Lucy.
Come on, guys. Complicating.
Hey, Becky,
Yeah?
everybody's voting here in the chat and wanting you to give wax that beard of Roy.
I
thought I had
to
friends.
sit on him to do that.
I thought I had friends.
Alright. Look who you're. Isaac. Our grandson. It's a
Yeah.
Thor character.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's grinning from ear to ear because Thor is showing his earmarks, my grandson.
You wouldn't have to shave as often if you had let her wax it one time.
I won't even. I waxed one little spot on my leg and that was it. I was done.
With his chest.
No. Uh-oh.
Oh, I waxed my brother-in-law's legs. Poor baby bald. I bet.
I was just talking and crying on one spot and I thought I was dying. Alright. Yeah.
What are you thinking about, Kenny?
I don't know what I
What am I thinking about? I don't know.
He's thinking about them bikinis on that cruise ship. 28 more days. He thought I was talking about it was going to be his birthday and he was going to grow up. That wasn't what I was talking about. 5,000 women on a boat. And Kenny.
No, not hardly. I don't think that many people are going to be on that thing. I don't know.
Hey, some of them cruise ships hold 6,000, 7,000 people, I think.
I don't know.
That's a lot of booty.
You ain't right, Rod.
Yeah, I am right, too.
You ain't right.
Are we supposed to be?
Oh,
Oh, don't do that, kid.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
just young.
Amy, how many people on one of them big cruise ships? You ought to know.
well, I was sad to hear that Spiker's Crazy Adventures they're not going to be able to make it.
Uh-oh.
Cindy and Doug, they're not coming on the cruise.
Yeah, Amy says anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 on the boat. Like I said, Kenny, that's a lot of booty.
Gipper.
She's having to do her job like what she does as far as selling houses and stuff. And she's got 2 houses that she's got to get done before she's got to get done within that time period. So she's not gonna. I was watching the Down Under Cruisers. They do their Friday night live stream every night or every Friday, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, and it's already Saturday there in Australia. But yeah, she's she's having to do that instead.
You talking about Sean?
No, I'm talking about Cindy from Spiker's Crazy Adventure.
Okay.
She is the one that she is the travel agent. She's the one that helps book. She's the one that helps book these cruises and stuff. Plus, she also sells homes for people. So she's actually got 2 jobs that she actually does: a travel agent and a realtor. She does a realtor job. Good night, Lillian.
Yeah, have a good night. I hope you feel better, gal.
Yeah, good night, Lillian. I didn't say good night, Lulu.
Hope you get to feel better, Lillian.
Treat. Come here.
Is Rocky not coming or something?
He's mad at me. I've been that place where something bit him on the neck. I got some of this spray medicine to put on his neck. He don't trust me now. He's standing there looking at me. He'll come get but he gets wild pretty quick. Come here. Come on. Well, come on.
You already had yours. So. Yeah, you already had yours.
So your dog like treat? Or they know what that is?
I'm surprised she's not perking her ears up when she hears that word. They just had theirs. She constantly wants it. Right?
Now he got something in his way. He can't jump off the bed. I'll be right back.
Poor thing, you're going to talk again, aren't you?
Which dog is that?
It's Lulu.
Is that Lulu?
Yeah. That's your baby girl. Yeah.
Come on.
Give him a crack.
What?
You give them their crack?
Yes.
Okay.
She ain't getting no more.
You didn't ask, did you?
He finally gave in. I sprayed that medicine on his neck. I've caught him 2 or 3 times a day and sprayed that medicine. He don't trust me now. He'll stay just out of reach. Anything comes out of a spray bottle, he does not like. He got me trained.
So anything comes out of a spray bottle, he does not like it.
Do what?
So anything comes out of a spray bottle, he does not like it, huh?
No, you can put Fleotic spray on him or something like that. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be my buddy now. You on another treat, I bet. Come here. Yeah. Treat did it.
She's like, see, Rocky got one.
So your dog really likes those pepperoni sticks, huh?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Toots likes those or not. Does she like those pepperoni sticks? Huh? She likes things.
You gonna catch my finger when I'm messing with him like that one of these days and bite it off.
These guys like those marrow bones.
You
Wow.
know, I bought a big old bone for Rocky out there. He would have a ball. He won't touch that bone.
He won't touch that bone at all, huh?
No, I've had
No,
it
these
here.
aren't bones. They kind of look like bones, but they're not bones. They're just called marrow bones from pedigree. They're dog treats. They're big, round. I suppose you want one. Huh?
Have you ever tried a dinosaur beefsteak?
Ooh,
Something Dad's talking about. Something called a dinosaur beefsteak.
Look, Kenneth was talking. Let him talk.
What? Dad says it's something that he. What was it, Dad?
I'll be back.
There's a restaurant in Texas somewhere that offers dinosaur beefsteak.
never heard of that one.
I think it's in Waco. Either Waco or El Paso. He thinks it was either Waco, Texas, or El Paso, Texas.
I bet it's here in Waco because they've got that dinosaur deal they found here a while back. They got all kind of dinosaur tracks and stuff like that.
Here's what they're these things.
Did your pups ever get where they'd eat those pepperonis at all?
Here, here's Luke.
Hey, crazy cat woman.
You doing, crazy cat?
No, wait.
He don't remember who did the video on it, but it was on there a couple of days ago, he said.
That's probably just a gimmick because they've got, I think that's the newest national park in the state of Texas is that dinosaur deal.
Oh, I am crazy cat woman. I cannot wait. I got 28 days left.
Boy, it's getting down there quick, ain't it?
Yeah, and I still haven't packed a thing yet. I hadn't packed a thing.
That is really
I
surprising.
know, but I don't want to wait till right up to the last minute to do something.
I haven't seen that. That's the first dog I've seen that didn't just love
I
it.
still want to look for that red shirt.
You give these guys here regular milk bones, and they look at you
It's
like you're
gotta
nuts.
be.
They got to have these marrow bones or
That or
pepperonis.
it's in them clothes there.
Now you give him a. I like to fix a lot of pork chops, and I always like the bone in it. If you get that round bone, now he'll fight you over it. But that big beef bone, he didn't think much for it.
But yeah, I give my dog when we get like pork chops and stuff, and there's bone in the pork chops. I give her the pork chop bone.
I will accept the sharp ends on them. If it's got a sharp end, I'll clip them off. But
Yeah.
those round bones, like in a ham, now
Yeah.
he'll eat the hell out of them.
Yeah, I'll give my dog a ham bone, and we don't give her chicken bones or turkey bones or anything, or turkey bones or anything like that. But we give her like those ham bones. We even gave her steak bones as well. Boy, she'll go down on a steak bone too. She's gotten to where now she will get on her hind legs and get up there on the counter, and if you got something on that counter, it's gonna be all over.
Rocky, if I fix ribs, if I do a slab of ribs, now boy, he'll work them bones out.
Yeah, these guys too.
It's looking pretty good. It looks a lot better since I started putting that medicine on it.
Did you
Crazy cat woman, we're up northwest of Flagstaff. Way out in the boonies.
I think it must stop it from itching or something, because he hadn't been scratching it, and that was what was happening. And where it's at, you can't put anything on it to keep him from scratching the thing. I still like to know what bit him.
probably maybe a mosquito or flea or something? Maybe?
Oh, it was something like a brown recluse or a copperhead or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the neck swelled up a little bit. I really about half think that the copperhead hit him and it was a dry bite, just barely got him. Because he's not scared of anything. If it's outside and it's a critter that moves, he's going to be right on top of it.
That's all Lulu is. She chased a rattler a couple years ago there in Quartzsite.
Get bit?
No. By the time I realized what was happening, I grabbed her leash or her cable and pulled her back towards me. Because I thought it was an aerosol can that was making noise.
Well, that's the only thing I worry about him, because he'll show you how to eat them fried grasshoppers, Kenny.
What's that?
Oh, he get them grasshoppers jumping around out here in that grass. He goes crazy chasing them things.
Nope, I'm out. Yeah. No way, Jose, am I going to touch that.
Oh, come on. See, Kenny, I didn't think Kenny had lied to me, Roy. I've heard him say 100 times up there, he'd try anything once. And I've been trying for 6 months to get him to try fried grasshopper, and he just won't do it.
Nope. Nope.
What are you doing back there?
We mean nope.
No way, no. Mm-mm.
She's not going to anything over. She just took the rubber out.
Huh?
She almost just took the rubber out.
What?
She almost took the rubber out.
For the last 2 nights, there ain't been many people around. The less people we've had in here the last 2 nights since I started this thing, I think.
I watched
couldn't
the replay from last night. I was actually sleeping at that time, so
I fell asleep early last night.
That surgery zapped you more than you thought it did, didn't it? You slept,
I don't know.
you slept
I just
more than you had for 6 months before that.
I just I guess as much as I've been doing this week, I guess it just wore me out.
Well, you're just getting old and soft, that's all. You used to have 2 or 3 days at a time.
Well, I guess, of course, when I go on that cruise, I've got to get used to being in a sleep pattern because I can't be sleeping half the day away.
You ain't gonna sleep on that cruise, Kenny. You can go in there and get in that bed and close them eyelids, and all you be able to see is bikini.
He'll be on live.
No, because the internet is terrible, from what I understand, and I can only have one device per internet.
There'll be plenty of devices around.
Yeah, but I can't have more than one device on the internet, though.
Margaret and Sharon and Lucy and Heidi and
No, I can't have more than one. I can't have more than one device, though.
I never have heard that called a device.
Cause
It doesn't even change this. You notice how good he got at changing the subject, Roy. He just he's flown smooth. It just
yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you get the internet package, it still ain't no good.
Do what?
Even if you get the internet package, the internet package on the ship, it still ain't no good.
We're talking about bikinis now. You talking about damn internet? What in the hell? Drink some coffee, Kenny. You be all right. I got him spitting that coffee in here last night, Roy. I laughed the night before last, wasn't it?
I actually bought me some seasickness pills. I bought 100 tablets the other day for $6.50.
No comment.
They're not.
Well, I think you got him red.
Oh, Rod, you ain't right, Rod.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, Lord. But they're not. It's something else. But it's like Dramamine. I don't even remember what the name of it was, but I got them out there in the truck.
You gonna carry you some Dramamine or something with you, just in case you do get seasick, Kenny?
That's what these are for, is for seasickness.
Yeah, that's weird how that worked out. Because the download speed's faster than the upload speed. You can do a live sometimes where you can't watch YouTube. That happens to us all the time. Well, before we got Starlink.
Well, we need to get a report on Starlink. What did you think about it?
We're sold on it.
You think it's worth it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, it could be cheaper, but
They keep talking about Starlink cutting the price on some of this stuff.
yeah. He made an announcement a couple weeks ago that now that there's more people on it, it's going to come down in price.
Is it actually gonna come down in price?
That's what he said.
Wonder how much it'd come down.
I don't know.
13
You
cents.
gotta have a pretty good clear northern shot or northern view of the sky for it to work really well.
So you gotta have a good clear view of the northern sky for it to work well.
Yeah. And over where you're at, Kenneth, I don't know if it's working all that well over there because where the house is at in Indiana, it's still a waiting list over there. It's not available until 2023.
Well, I bet you that they get quartzite in that area to be one of the best things. That's because so many people come in there.
Yeah, we're eager to see how it's going to work down there.
Hello, Sarah.
I know the ones that were down there that had it last year, the couple that had it, a few of them that had it, it worked great, but now there's more people that has it. So.
Good night, crazy cat woman.
Yeah, good night, Cat.
Mobile Starlink's not available here in the next year. It's not available here yet either. That's the mobile Starlink is the stuff going on planes, cruise ships, trains, cars, stuff like that. Kind of like cell phones. We got the RV version of it.
Well, I think she's talking about the RV version, though. And it was high as hell, and I forget what it would called.
$135 a month.
No, down in Australia, it was something like $500 a month and $1,500 for the equipment or something like that. I don't know. It was way higher.
Jeez.
Well, you got the mobile, and it's what, $135?
We got the RV version of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And was to start off, was it still $500?
Yeah, that's what Janice. That's what we have is what they consider the RV version. The mobile version's not out yet. They just got approved for that through the FCC. I was reading, and that's for like the cell phone stuff, the stuff going on cruise ships, trains. Will be able to offer it on trains and planes and stuff like that. Because I thought we had the mobile version, but it's actually what they call the RV version.
Janet said it's over $1,000 to start up.
Darn near that here is $708.
So, what's the difference in between the mobile version and the RV version?
The RV version, you got to be stationary. The mobile version, you'll be able to use going down the road or moving on a plane or a ship or whatever, train.
Okay. So if I would have to get the mobile version then. If I was to get Starlink.
No, you'd get the RV version. Mobile version's not out yet.
Oh.
They just got approved for it.
Yeah, they just got the stationary version.
Mm-hmm.
It's at your house, and then the RV version.
The house and the RV version is pretty much the same. As far as why I can tell, because our equipment's the same as Steve's. And I think he had a residential, then he added the RV package to it.
Yeah.
Well, the router's the same, the antenna's the same. So I don't know what the actual difference of it is, other than we can move around. But he can move around with his too. So
I'm gonna have to get up on the roof tomorrow and open some vent holes up my damn.
Diane says that they're working on a mobile version where you mount the antenna instead of taking it on and off.
Yeah,
Well, the mobile version will be where it works going down. It'll be in motion where it'll work. Right. I mean, right now, if you was to take this antenna and put it up on our roof and drive down the road, it probably would work.
That was what I'd be using if I was out on the road somewhere. Yeah.
Once they come out with it, yeah, because we're curious about the mobile version, how it's going to be. We may switch to that. Who knows how?
well, you know, they've had that system in these trucks for I don't know how long.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and, I mean, it's not Starlink, but it's into GPS and text and talk.
Yeah.
Down the highway. That's like Ernie. You know, he was before that company got on him. He would run down the road doing live streams all the time. And that was a shame that his company come in and told him he couldn't do that.
Well, that was the trucker with all them subs, wasn't it?
Do what?
Didn't he have a bunch of subs too?
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of them get on there, on the scratch offs and on the drive. But it helped keep him awake. I mean, he wasn't doing it by hand, you know. He just had his phone set up there and working off the phone.
Yeah.
And because I was talking today about how that I'd like to
Is he streaming again? Okay, Diane.
Because like today when I was out, all I got was buffering today for most of the time, and I couldn't even. And I just wondered, because supposedly with that Starlink, you should be able to use it anywhere, right? Without,
as long as you got a clear shot to the northern sky. Anything in the way, it doesn't work too well. Like you got an app on your phone, and you walk out where you think it might work, and you take your phone and you spin it around in the sky, just like this.
Yeah.
And then you look at the app, and it tells you whether that's a good spot or not. Where I have the antenna said it was a decent spot. Where Steve put his at when he was here said it was a great spot. But Lily's over there right now, so.
Steve back up there again?
No. Lily's over there right now.
Oh.
In that spot. He's fixing to take off and head down to Quartzsite. If she does that, we may move over to that spot so we can put the antenna out there in that field.
That antenna's bigger than I thought it was.
A little bit.
Yeah. On that motorcycle, that may be a problem for me. I don't know.
I'm trying to think about the size of a briefcase, maybe?
That size of what?
Briefcase.
You know. I just wonder how bad they're going to be about stealing them things.
I know. I'm kind of worried about that too, because we took off for a hike and I come back and was like, wait, the antenna's still here.
Of course, it wouldn't work unless they were signed into it.
Yeah, they'd have to have the router too.
But some idiot would do it. It just was what was it? That last time I was in Quartzsite, well, people that got started. Hello, G.
Hey, G.
Started taking their generators and setting them 50, 75 yards away from the RV where they didn't have to listen to it. And them boys got smart and they'd go in there and hook it up and get a real long extension cord and just keep backing up and backing up and backing up to where they couldn't hear it, then unplug the damn thing and steal it.
Yeah.
The last time I was out there, I had a couple friends of mine said, "Don't back up to a arroyo, you know, a little high water creek." Said,
Oh yeah, wash.
Yeah, said that brush is right on that high water creek. You'll come right down that creek and steal your generator and go right back up it.
Yeah, we were warned of that when we first got there. Don't park by the washers by the roads. We keep ours in a cage on the back of the rig. They got to fight to get to it if they want it.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I like the Predator 3500s for, you know, because it's going to take two people to run with one of those.
Yeah, big one. Yeah, like that 2000 I got now, personally, pick it up and walk off with it.
Well, we watched a video where somebody had stole one off the back of a rig. They had two. They got stuck in a traffic jam, and somebody come out of the traffic jam and cut one of their straps holding their generator off and took off running with it. I forget who that was.
Well, I tell you what, it's going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
I know before in Illinois, they passed a damn law now that unless it's a violent crime that they figured somebody would do it again, that they're not even making them put, they just turn them loose.
Yeah.
You know.
They've been doing that up there for a while anyway.
But now it's everybody. You beat somebody up or steal something. And somebody told me here in Texas they passed a deal. If it was under $1,000, they wouldn't prosecute it. Well, damn, that's just the invitation. Of course, here in Texas, I'll tell you what, the carjackings and that kind of stuff, ever since they passed that law that everybody could carry a pistol without a license, that stuff ain't worked too good in Texas.
Yeah, well, Indiana too. Now it's constitutional carry now, and it's already paid off a couple times there in Indiana.
Yeah, I got to watch some of that video of where somebody break in a liquor store, you know, and all of a sudden, well, they were on the. As soon as one cap got popped, well, everybody was gone. They hit a dead run leaving you. It was funny.
Yeah, I watched one. That might have been the same one.
Yeah.
That is some of the best videos, though, when they scatter like that. They all think they're, you know, tough guys, and then boom, and it's like, whoa. You're all standing there by yourself.
One guy that was a 90-year-old, he was a vet, and they broke in the store, and he saw him come in the front door. One of them had an AK, and the other one had a shotgun. He reached up under the counter and pulled a rifle out and shot that one. You could hear that guy running out of the store hollering, he shot my arm off. Shot my arm.
That's the one. That's the one. You blow my arm off. You blow my arm off. Idiot.
What are you talking about? The password should be Ron. What do you mean? Yeah, that's right. And it's getting that way down in Texas now. And what's funny, I don't know how the constitutional carry is up there, but in Texas now, you wear it on the outside. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be. It can be hidden, or it can be out in the open. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how Indiana is now too.
Yeah. Of course, I wouldn't want to carry one in the open. Yeah. But I don't want to get in trouble just because my shirt tail come out either. You know, when somebody saw it.
Yeah.
I got a little old 22 pistol that one of them Rugers that I sure do like. But I got out there the other day and got playing with it. I still, if somebody's within 50 yards, they're in trouble. I used to be hell with a pistol, but I'm shaky now. So, but even at 50 yards, I was holding a grip about like that.
That's still good.
Oh yeah, that's plenty good.
They get close to me, they're getting a pound of black powder thrown at them.
Yeah, that's legal about anywhere, isn't it?
Yeah. That means they get past my all my other stuff. That's my last resort.
I think I've been thinking about buying a electric fence, and just that would be funny as hell to be at Quartzsite out in the middle of that desert and have your electric fence around that thing and have somebody walk into that electric fence. You'd know they were there.
Did I ever tell you about the cactus, the drunk in the cactus? Our first season there would have been 2019. We parked in between Hobotech and the Partr. Not the RTR, but the Partr. They had a little party going on in the Partr, and of course Hobotech. But there was a group there at the Partr, and this guy had to run and take a leak. So he leaves the group, and he's drunk, he's staggering. Walked head on into one of those big tall cactuses.
Oh shit!
Oh man, I seen him the next day. He had red dots. But yeah, they said he had blood running down his face. He screamed. His friends come running out of that group. Oh man, yeah. I didn't have video camera. Nobody had a video camera going in. It was all full of YouTubers too. That was kind of funny.
Well, I tell you what, the best thing that ever happened to YouTube was that virus.
Yeah.
You know, that blew YouTube up big time.
That was right before that too.
I tell you what, I had a little old gal show me something on them cactus. I had a down jacket and I was deer hunting. And when I was dragging that deer out, my arm hit one of them cactus. It's got them little bitty small spines on them. Well, it got to working through that jacket. And I pulled them things out, and Sue, this married to a friend of mine, was there, and she said, "Wait a minute, I'm sure you got to get them things out of your arm. Because you did so, them little bitty ones, and you'd break them off, trying to pull them out." She went in the other room in a minute. She come back in there with a pair of pantyhose. What in the hell are you going to do with that? She took them pantyhose and watered them up and went to rubbing them around on my arm, and that snagged those little old spines, and she could pull them out.
Huh. Well, she's duct tape.
Well, I think some of these would have been too little for that.
Yeah.
But she said, "No, that."
He just froze.
Yeah. So
I
your wife.
that worked though.
It did.
What am I playing, RVing with G? I actually got Ava's Meditations over here playing. She's doing a flute thing, and I'm just letting it play, get her watch hours and listen to it. And it's like a music for meditation and stuff to help people sleep and whatnot. Of course, I'm not really that. There he goes. I'm not really that sleepy, but because I actually had a nap.
I'm getting there though.
I actually had a nap today, so.
How's the van doing?
Good.
Good.
I'm liking the idea of being able to tell how much oil pressure that thing is actually getting now.
Oh, I bet.
And it is getting about 50 pounds of pressure at acceleration, and about 25 just sitting there idling. And which that's what it's supposed to be getting. Anywhere between 20 25 at idle, and about 45 to 50 about 45 to 50 psi during acceleration. So, and he also put a tester on it to see if it was actually pumping right, and he said it was. So, didn't have to change no oil pump. Haven't had to change the oil pump in it yet. Hopefully, we never have to. He said, "Welcome back, Ron."
Yeah, I've been sitting down there in the basement listening to you.
Well, he was telling me that my mechanic was telling me that most if you change your oil pretty regular, like you're supposed to, you don't ever have to worry about your oil pumps ever going out. You can take me off full screen, Ron.
I just gonna let you show the lady your gun.
No, take me down, please. Take me down.
Now, Kenny, you mistreating these women on here. What do you think they come on here?
You ain't right, Ron.
He got a heartthrob up there and he's getting bashful.
No. No.
You know one thing, not for laugh, he had more women than you could take a stick at on his show.
What are you talking about?
On his show the other night when you fell asleep and I woke up.
Oh,
And what I watched,
he's talking about one.
he had more women on there than you could take a stick at.
He's talking about you, Ron, about having more women on your show than you can shake a stick at.
Oh, I thought he was talking about you, Kenneth.
No.
I said, see?
He's talking about the night before last.
Oh.
They come in here looking for you.
When you did your show and I fell asleep while you was live.
See, you so popular that you can sleep and keep these women stirred up.
No.
Don't have to do nothing but just give them that little smile.
You ain't right, Ron. But yeah, we actually don't even put a. They say you're supposed to change your oil 3,000 to 5,000 miles. I even changed the oil less than that.
Wait a minute, Kenny. You see how he did that, Roy? He just like grease, man. He changed the subject. Goes from bikinis to oil pump.
He's zigging when he should be zagging.
But yeah, we don't even get a full 3 to 5,000 miles on neither one of our vehicles before we change the oil in it.
All right. Now
I
what you
can't
gonna
say that.
Huh?
I can't say that. Honey, I got 5,000 mile oil in Honey. No, 10,000. Yeah. Honey's, when we get to Quartzsite, Honey's getting an oil change. Honey's due. I keep up on Honey.
Yeah.
Bobby, not so much. Bobby's like 3 oil changes behind. But the oil still looks good in it, though.
Well, if you go back and look at the history on oil changes, all the big car manufacturers went to 25,000 mile oil change for 1 year. And the oil companies raise so much hell that, like here in Texas where it's hot, they tell you oil every 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
Where it's hot. Well, they were losing so much money that they raised hell with the damn GM and them, and they kick it back down to 5,000.
Remember when they came out with, and this was what, 10 years ago? 100,000 mile oil?
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to change your oil for 100,000 miles. You don't even see that anymore.
Well, you look at a Rolls Royce engine, you can't even check the oil on the damn thing. I mean, there's a sight bubble, but you can't add oil to it. You got to take it into the dealership. It's a sealed motor.
Yeah.
And, you know, that oil doesn't wear out. It just gets dirty. It really gets better the longer you run it. But but you got to keep filters on it and keep it clean.
I keep an eye on it. I mean, I check it and it still just looks brand new yet. But I think it was 10,000 mile oil and that one I put in. Yeah, it was the same Mobil. I think it's 10,000 miles. I put that in Bobby too.
But hey, G, have you got anything done to your RV, or have you been working on it?
But anyway, yeah, some of these cars nowadays you can't even.
Have you go talking about butts again?
No.
You did. That's what you said.
No, not the BUTT.
Not.
No.
Not.
Yeah, we get down to court site. I'll change the oil on Bobby.
But
he do.
They and I don't like the idea of not being able to check nothing like that.
Well, did you know this new motorcycle I bought? It doesn't have a dipstick on it. It's got a sight level, and that's the way you check the oil on. Yeah, we know what Kenny's thinking about. He got when he starts talking, he got to get it off his mind. It's like but. Oh yeah.
No.
What was I talking about? Well, you keep saying but for then.
Huh?
Y'all gonna be hearing Becky snore here in a minute.
Get a grasshopper and put it in her mouth.
He's snoring now.
Well, we've been on here hour and 45 minutes. We ought to think about shutting this thing down.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Anymore, you gonna pay about of course I use Pennzoil 30 weight, so and it's about $9 and something a quart now.
That's crazy.
I use Castro or Pennzoil or that Wally World oil is made by is it Purple? One of those racing oils makes the Walmart oil.
But I look at it this
Purple,
way.
I think it is.
I look at it this way. I'd much rather pay $9 and something for a quart of oil than I would a new engine. Because the new engine's going to run you at least $1,500 in there.
Yeah, if you're lucky. I tell you what, I got to using that when I was running the road. I was using that Rotella, and I've had pretty good luck out of that oil.
I thought about looking into that.
There you go. You know, they put it in them trucks, and and we were talking about how long between oil changes. Damn, what trucking company was that? One of the truck manufacturers went to raising hell with oil companies about trying to change the oil every 5,000 miles or 10,000 miles. You know, if you run in the highway, you put 3,000-4,000 miles a week on them. So they were telling them change oil every week.
Mm-hmm.
And finally they kicked that up. And I think that oil change recommendation on some of those trucks now is 50,000 miles.
Yeah. Hey, some of these generators you gotta change out here. Some of these generators out here, you gotta change the oil about 8 hours, every 8 hours of them. That's crazy.
Some of the small ones, especially.
Yeah. Ours is every 100 hours.
What's that?
Travel.
No, I've been connected for that one.
5W30 to better oil. 5W30
Here we
ain't
go
that's for
again.
like cold oil.
He lives in a car.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm liking my motorcycle better and better and better, Roy. I figured I got 2,500 miles on it now. On that one, and 1,100 miles on that other one. And I put a pencil to it today on 3,600 miles at $4 a gallon. Compared to my pickup at 15 miles a gallon instead of 80. And so far, those motorcycles will save me $650 in the last month and a half. Just on fuel.
Yeah, that's nice.
See, I just use straight 30 weight. I don't use no 5W30, 520, or anything like that. I just use straight 30. Depends on.
It depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
If you're up in cold climate, you don't want to run straight 30. If you're up in cold, you want to run 5W30 or something like that, 10W30. And down here in Texas, where it gets so damn hot, we run 40 weight. I'll run 10W40 in the summertime because it's hot.
And if you got rods and bearings knocking, you want to run that 50 weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have to change oils in the winter, from summer to winter. I forget the weights. But
I tell you the one that used to get me when I was running up north. You run up there in the wintertime and they'll be putting that stuff in the diesel to keep it from freezing.
Mm-hmm.
You get it straight out of the pump. It's a different formula. Well, then you fire that thing up and run 500 miles, and you get down in Missouri, Oklahoma, and you fill up. Well, they haven't hardly got any of that additive in it. And then you run another 500 miles down into Texas, and they've got none. They run a summer grade. And you talk of having to run some fuel filters now.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, it'll run you crazy.
I've mixed 520 and 530 together.
Yeah. It ain't going to hurt a thing, dude. But what it is, it just, the oil gets thinner as it gets hotter. And that's the reason you go to that, I think 10W40 is what I run most of the time. But it's pretty warm in Texas year round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing in Texas, too, is that, it's a joke. Most states, they tell you how many miles it is somewhere. And in Texas, they tell you how many hours it is to get there. And we run a lot of miles down here. And it might be 50 miles between towns. Or I know some places in West Texas that it's 110, 115 miles between the damn, you ain't gonna see a light on the side of the road at a house or anything for 115, 120 miles. Anyway, We just about made that 2 hours. Let's shut this thing down. Well, y'all have a good one. I appreciate you coming in. And we'll do it again tomorrow night, I reckon. We'll see you later. Bye.
Yeah.